What's up, y'all? It's me, the one and only Be More. Thanks for coming to my channel. This is a real life spilling tea, something that's gonna bring out some emotions in me. So just stay tuned, y'all. See y'all. I'm back with another video. So today's video is, as you read the description, about the time and I guess life choices. You probably clicked on this video to either hear a storytelling, or you click on this video because once upon a time you were that person, or you're that person as of now. So I'm gonna try to make this video as short and simple and sweet as I can. Forgive me if I go too far. So we don't like all that chit chatting in the beginning of the videos. Let's get started. So, okay, how can I put this? A while ago, like years ago, I was with a no longer friend of mine, and we went into Walmart. And when we went into Walmart, we had picked up some items, and she went shopping. She was going shopping. She was going grocery shopping. She was getting everything, and I had already had my stuff. So of course, when you're young, you're not mature. You don't have things to look forward to. You don't have things that's really there in the present for you to kind of say, oh, I don't need to do this because I'm going to be this when I grow up, or whatever the case may be. So I wasn't in that present moment at the time. I was just living in the time of being a young, 20-year-old, and just doing reckless stuff, not caring about anything. So fast forward to it, she checked out her groceries, the cashier checked her out, and we proceeded to walk out the door. Right when we get to the door, here comes a man. I need y'all to come with me. I'm like, just keep walking, just keep walking, just keep walking, just keep going. I'm like, you ain't talking to me. And so he like, yes, I am. I need y'all to come with me. And I'm like, can you leave your, because she had like $300 worth of groceries. I'm like, leave them groceries here and let's run. Let's go. Like, just leave them here. Let's go. So of course we didn't run. We followed the people in. They took the stuff that we had. It was petty, stupid stuff, y'all, like little makeup and stuff like that. Just stupid stuff, like makeup, and I forgot what she had. I think she had like, I don't want to put her business out there, but whatever she had is whatever she had. I don't know what she had, but it was stupid stuff. I know I had like makeup, a lip gloss or something like that. Stupid stuff. So anyway, he was taking the stuff out of her purse. I was giving the stuff that I had, and to be honest, they didn't really find everything that I had, because it was so little, y'all, that I could fit it in like a little coin purse, like a little wallet, whatever. So okay, so then the police come get us. So remind y'all, she got a cart full of groceries. When I say a cart full of groceries, like $300 full of groceries. She had to leave it there, because you know they weren't gonna let her take her groceries to the police station. They like, yeah, just put it back there. The people were like, oh, we'll put it in the freezer or something like that. We'll try to, preserve it or whatever like that. Okay, so we get to the place, and they, we had our stuff, and I'm looking like somebody auntie, and looking like, oh my gosh, I didn't got myself in trouble, whatever. So they talking to us and stuff. They book us and all this extra stuff. So the time I had just met my husband, and it was probably like months later. So of course I didn't want to call my mama, and of course I didn't want to call nobody else to come get me, because this was very embarrassing. So of course I had to call who's now my husband, and I'm like, I need you to come get me from jail. Don't ask me no questions. Let's hurry up and just go. I don't want to ask no questions. Like, I just want, okay, like, all right, bye. So he comes to pick me up, and of course he like, why did you do that? Like, why are you doing that? Why are you surrounding yourself with this person? Like, you are much better than this. You know, he gave me the 3rd degree, and I wasn't really trying to hear it for real, but in deep down in my soul, I'm like, you right, you right, you right. I was embarrassed at the time because like I had just met him, and he looking at me like, she a thief, like she a thief. And but I'm just embarrassed. So fast forward, I get in front, I go like probably like 3 months after, I was just like, I'm gonna plead guilty with an explanation. So fast forward, I went to court and I had pled guilty with explanation. So my explanation was, you know, this whole thing that everybody always do, oh, I'm sorry, I learned from my mistakes, which I really did. I would never do it again, blah, 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 thinking he was gonna have leeway on me. He was like, yeah, pay your fine. It's on your record. Bye. So I'm like, I'm looking like with the dumb face, like, what? Like, huh? So I'm just like, I'm over it at that time. So I'm just like, okay, I learned my lesson. I would never put my hands on nothing else. I don't want to go through this. Like, I don't want to go through all that anxiety, being booked and all that. It was just like, it was a trauma. Like, it was a traumatic experience. So after that had happened, fast forward to where I then went to school, got my associate's degree, went to school, got my bachelor's degree, going on trying to find jobs. So one job, now I didn't know, and this is the honest truth, because it happened so long ago, I don't know anything. Well, at the time I didn't know anything about court and records and all that other stuff, so I didn't know anything. I'm thinking like, okay, it's gonna be on there and then it's gonna wipe away. No ma'am. So I went and applied for a job, and of course when you get the job they ask you like, are you a felon, or you have a misdemeanor, or did you go to court or something like that. Now remind you, I'm not a felon. It didn't turn to a felon. It was something under 500, so it's like a misdemeanor. So I didn't check that box because at the time I didn't, you know, who looks up their record like on a daily thing? I didn't even think anything of it. So so I put no, and then the job ran my background. They was like, yeah, we can't hire you because you didn't disclose to us, you lied to us, and you put no. So I'm like, lied to y'all? Put no about what? And she handed over the papers, and I'm looking like, in my soul, in my head, I'm looking like, what? Like, like this is haunting me, like this is a bad dream. And in my head I'm saying all that, but in my mind, I mean, when I talk to her, I'm like, ma'am, I did not know that this was on my record. And of course once you pull the record up, you think somebody gonna believe you. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So I'm like, that job wasn't meant for me, and I still hold a grudge to that job till today. So knowing that it could pop up on my background, I know to check yes in the box and just give them the explanation that they need to have. And so it was one job, they were like, yeah, we see that, but this is not you, and you know, this happened so long ago, blah blah blah. I'm like, yeah. And when I really talk about it to jobs, I get very emotional, because one, I am an emotional person, and then two, I feel like this life decision that I made so long ago hinders things that I want to do. So fast forwarding to now, like this week, I passed like this week and last week. So I was offered a manager position. Okay, you know, we going through the application, checking yes, bam, they call me back, you got the job, oh my gosh, we're so excited to have you here at this job. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited to work with these people, because I'm a social worker. So I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so happy, I'm so happy. So fast forward to this week, I get a phone call, and they're like, yeah, so your background came up, and you know, we just need to know a couple of things about your background, and we need to know what's going on. So I already knew excuse me, I already knew what they were talking about. So of course I started explaining to HR what happened, and he's like, oh no, we don't need to know, you know, that's not none of our business, you're fine, blah blah. And I'm like, okay. He was like, I just need something from the municipality showing your fines. So I'm like, fines? And he like, yeah, just showing if you had a bond or whatever the case may be. So I'm like, I paid a fine, but I did, okay, whatever. So I drove all the way out to go get it. And I sent the paper, I sent the actual copy by phone because it was like the next day. So the next day they wanted me to start. So remind you, so I'm in school right now getting my master's degree, and I had a thing called Skills Lab. So I'm getting my master's degree. So Skills Lab, I was since since we since COVID has hit the college that I attend, you normally requires you to go out of town to complete your skills lab, but since COVID hit, I had to do it virtually. So I was on the computer from 8 o'clock in the morning to 6 o'clock at night. Remind you that different police stations, like the clerks and stuff, they close. So I'm like, okay, I'll try to get it Thursday, and I was supposed to go to orientation Friday, so I drove all the way out there Thursday. We got out of class early after we did our presentation, got out. I drove all the way out there Thursday, and I got the papers, sent it to HR. So HR called me, and when he called me, he just blah 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 blah, and we need an actual paper. We don't need anything that you printed off. And I'm just thinking like to myself, like, can I talk? Like, I'm waiting to talk. And so he's like, this is butt kiss, and this doesn't state anything about what happened. We need to know what happened, whatever, blah blah blah. So I'm like, look, if this is what I can present to you and this is all they gave me, maybe this is not the job for me. Maybe this is not where I need to be in this present moment, at this present time, carrying out whatever God's will is. So make a long story short, I got contacted by his supervisor or somebody on the HR team, and when she called me, she stated this to me. She stated, yeah, I figured something was going on behalf of, I'm just gonna say L side. Maybe it was some miscommunication. So I explained to her what I did, how I went about getting the papers and going through the process and whatnot. So she states to me, well, maybe you're not meant to be a manager to manage over people money, credit cards, and what else? She checks. Now, first of all, my charge had nothing to do with me stealing anybody money. It was makeup. Okay, so then I had to stop her and correct her. I had to put the brakes on, and I had to let her know, one thing I'm gonna let you know is you'll never drag my character through the mud. That's what you're not gonna do. I had to let her know I have a mortgage. I have a husband that is a supervisor, and but before all that, I have God Almighty, who is my supplier. First of all, I do not need to steal anything from people with intellectual disabilities. That's who I was going to be working with, that population. Second of all, I didn't get far in life to steal. That's not my thing. As Black women, we have that, they have the stereotype of we steal, we do this, we do that. Now, of course, I do take actions for what I did in my past, but like I told her, I said, you show me one person that's perfect, and I'll give you my entire life savings. But there's nobody perfect. Don't make it seem like because what I did is so bad, and you probably done something in the past that equals up to what I've done. There's nobody is higher than anybody. So I had to make sure I let her know about my character and what I'm doing. I'm in this field to help people and service people. That's why I'm a social worker, because I love working with people. So I had to let her know that she wasn't gonna mess up my character or make me out to be this person that I am not. My past does not reflect who I am as a person. Before I let you judge me by a piece of paper, I'd rather remove myself from working with you at all, period. because I'm not going to do that. And she was like, oh no, I didn't mean to take it that way. Well, I felt attacked, point blank period, because I got a call from Elle earlier, and then now I'm getting a call from you. I don't have, legally, I don't have to go into detail with you on what happened. Legally, you just need to know that this is this charge, and it's been there for almost 12 years, y'all. Like, it's probably longer than that. I think, let me see, 12 or 13 years. It's so long ago. And so I don't need to prove or show you anything that, you know, to make you feel like you need to hire me. I don't need to do that. But long story short, she was like, so what do you want to do? I told her simple as I could. I could try to explain it to a kindergarten. And so I told her, I said, well, I'll tell you what, you look over the paperwork that you have and what I sent, and you tell me what I need. But in my mind, I already knew I didn't want that job, because let me tell y'all how God works. Earlier that week, well, so a random guy came into my seasonal job, told me about a school that I should apply to, and oh my gosh, they're hiring, blah blah blah. Fast forward, I applied to the place. All 3 schools, 2 middle schools and 1 high school, contacted me. The middle school ended up choosing me to become a school social worker, but I was going between being a school social worker, which is grant funded, to being a manager, which is a leadership and is not grant funded. This job pays way more, like 3 times more than what this job pays. But this job is only yearly. So I was going back and forth, and I talked to God, and I was telling God, if this is where you want me to be, put me in the place that you want me to be. Flesh still struggling to try to accept, you know, what God wants for me to do. So he had to show me what he wants me to do, and I thank God for that. But I came here on this Facebook page, on my YouTube page, to express to the world, the waterworks is coming. Do not, wait a minute. Do not allow anyone or anything to put a label on you. Know your worth inside before someone is able to put a label on you and tell you that you can't do anything. If I didn't have the strength from God, my husband, my family, I would feel so low. For a minute, in a split second, I felt, what is the point of me? What is the point of me trying to become professional, trying to reach for more in life, if people are going to judge me off my past? I said, I might as well go back to beating people's ass. And I'm just keeping it honest and real. And excuse me if my mama watched this video, but fighting, doing crazy things, not using my mind. I from that day when I left out that store, I should have just continued to steal. If I knew that people was gonna judge me off of one incident, there's nothing else on my record, nothing. Off of one incident, I might as well show these people. But then God had to come back and remind me, it's not them who you need to shine for. It's me and God that I need to make that connection with. Wherever God puts me, I had a good praise, like a good prayer to God. And I told God, I said, let me be where you want me to be. Let me be where you want me to shine. Let me be where you want me to reach out to whomever. Families, children, whatever the case may be. God knows where he wants me to be. He knows where he wants me to fit. He knows where he's going to have me to where people are not going to judge me. I attended the Zoom call with the school that wants me to be their social worker, and just the message behind seeing clients as they are, being the voice for client. That alone confirmed what God has for me. And it wasn't nobody but God. Because there are so many people in the world who get judged. It doesn't matter what color you are, it doesn't matter what age, it doesn't matter what gender, until you get that to where you've been judged and been told no because of something, either in your past or how you carry yourself or how you look at certain things. You don't know that pain. And just to be on that call and let God speak to me, it's me and my voice that needs to portray in this world, in this line of work that I need to do. And I told God, and this is so funny how God works, I told God, I said, Lord, allow me to be the voice that you want me to be. When I got on the Zoom call, the message was about voice, not shutting off when you need to be heard to speak for others. And I thank God for that, because my foot going to sleep, but I thank God for that, because that was confirmation. And it took me until now to see that the confirmation that God has given me. And I say this with all respect. And most people, they know me. If you know me, I go hard. I got an ice cream truck. I got I bake outside my home. I bake inside my home. I was selling waist trainers. I have a nonprofit. I do things, whatever it is, because there's people in the world that feel like they can tell you no. But when you know that you can do anything, you change that no into a K-N-O-W. Do you get what I'm saying? I mean, I'm saying, do you get what I'm saying? Like y'all on this video with me. Nobody can dictate nothing that you have going on but the Heavenly Father. Nobody. God already foreseen me being excited about this position in a leadership role. And then I was presented with this position as being a school social worker, being something that I want to do, working with family, working with children. And I prayed to God and I said, God, whatever you have for me, let it be. Let it be. But I'm going to end this video and put this video up. And I pray that I reach somebody's soul, somebody who needed to hear this message. Whether it has something to do with taking something out the store or just understanding the message of you dictate your future. Do not let your past dictate your future. It won't happen. Not up in here. Not with me. Not with the Father that I serve. He knows everything that I need. He knows what I need to make me happy, where he wants me to go, what he wants me to do, people he wants me to talk to, people that he put me in connect with on YouTube. He knows what I need. I just need to carry out what God has for me. So with that being said, y'all, follow me on all social medias, all social media sites. Continue to inbox me, inbox me, email me, send me your questions that you may have, everything. Send it to me. I'm gonna put this video up with love. Hopefully it reach who it needs to reach. Drop messages in the comment, whatever y'all can do. Sorry that this video was long, but hopefully it reached somebody. Once again, thank you for coming to my channel. Make sure you like, subscribe, and even share this video with those who may need to hear this message. But I'm Be More, shaethebaker on Instagram, Shay Moore on Facebook, and I'll see y'all.